What's up, everybody on YouTube land? Good to see everybody. Actually, nobody's here as of yet, but um, hopefully we'll get some people in tonight. I think Ken probably will be here, and Recon's running late from what I hear. Y'all don't forget to hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Leave some comments. Comments are really important for a live streamer. I really appreciate it. So leave some comments. If you got questions, put them in the comments. Anything about art? Definitely. Painting, acrylic, oil painting, whatever. I need to turn my air conditioner down a little bit. It's been a heat wave in Florida. How you doing, Ken? Been a while. Hi, Kirsten. I'm shocked you're here. You in your little cave, right? She's hiding in her little Kirsten cave. Yeah, I haven't had a live stream in quite a while. Well, I did a bunch of commissions. I think about 5 or 6 commissions. Plus, I did a portrait of Kirsten's mom, Nancy, for her, kind of like for her birthday, kind of. I wanted to do another picture for her birthday, but her daughters didn't cooperate. But yeah, I did. I think I did 4 dog paintings for different people, and I did. Of course, I did Acacia's painting and Weston's. You forgot? Oh no! And your mother even reminded you not too long ago. What you guys got to do is, like I told your mother, now she knows about it. When Michaela's here and Kylie's here and you're here, you know, all need to go outside and let your mother take a few pictures of you all together. That would be the easiest way to do it. I probably won't have time, but maybe. Yeah, but waiting is delaying me because I have to paint 3 people. That takes quite a while. It's not a 2 or 3 day thing. That's more like 2 or 3 weeks. I did get a reply from Recon. He said he'll be here, but it'll be late, which is not a surprise for Recon. Ah, well, that doesn't sound like fun, Ken. And I actually knew someone else that had that same procedure. They said it really wasn't too bad. I mean, they thought the colonoscopy was a lot worse. Yeah, my doctor tried to get me to do the colonoscopy 4 or 5 times. I said, no, that's exit only. I almost didn't do the live tonight, even. I just figured people wouldn't show up. I mean, that's been the problem. Nobody's been showing up, so it's It's been a pretty really discouraging for me to do the lives because people don't show up. I did talk to Trinity. She can't make it either because she's got manager training tomorrow morning. So she's being trained for a manager's job. So I guess she has to go in early for that, which that's understandable. I never did get what's her name? That other lady that was used to come on here all the time. Can't remember what her name was. She's left some comments recently on YouTube. Teresa, is that her name? Teresa. Um, she was supposed to, I think, give me her email or her phone number so I could get a hold of her. Yeah, well, they'll give you a little pill to kind of 3/4 of the way knock you out anyway. So the worst part of that, I think, is drinking all that white crap you gotta drink before you go in to clean you out. I know my wife had it once, and she had to drink a whole, I think it was a gallon of stuff in one day or something, or half a gallon or so, or whatever it was. It was a lot, and it tasted horrible. I think she described it as milky chalk. I don't know, something like that. Although it might have had a mint flavor to it. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm sure you've been going to some other lives, Ken. I know you and Recon usually go to a bunch of other lives too. Ah, there's Jennifer. Hi, Ezra. Hi, Ezra. How you doing, buddy? And 2 days ago was my wife's birthday. She turned 65. But we had a delayed party for her today. Well, I'm sorry that Trinity can't make it tonight. I was looking forward to. I haven't seen her on in quite a while. I did text everybody on my Facebook, all my family that normally would come in, like Ariana and Cadence, and I even texted Tracy and a bunch of others. And that I think her name was Janet that was coming here for a while, and a couple of other newer people that were artists that buddied me on Facebook. Excuse me. So what else have you been up to, Ken? Same old, same old. What's if I got Doc might actually even pop in. You never know. I don't have his information to contact him, but he a lot of times when we do a live, he does get the message from YouTube, so he pops in for a minute or two anyway. He keeps talking to me. What's up, Ezra? About bedtime for you, buddy. Well, I had never did a couple days notice because most of you complain because you never get the notice. So what's the point in sending a 2 day notice? Well, I've thought of trying it a couple of times. I actually thought of doing it, sending a notice a couple of days in a row. Love you too, Ezra. I thought I'd give that a try at some point and try, a couple of days in a row, maybe a couple times a day, even just sending a notice out to the community part and remind people that it's going to be a live. But I'll frankly be surprised if anybody shows up that doesn't already. What few that do show up. But you never know. We might get lucky and maybe one more will show up. Who knows? I've been wanting to do another painting. But like I said, I've been so busy doing commission work that I couldn't stop doing the commissions. I get paid for those, so um, I could use the money. So definitely had to do those. You better be being a good boy there, Ezra. I can see you. I see you. I'll be watching you. Don't make me come after you. Oh, there's Nancy. She showed up. Wow, it's only showing two people here, and there's like four people here. Oh, it shows three now. Yeah, he's talking to me, huh? You better hide. I might come and get you, boy. What do you mean, dash, Ken? Yeah, I do DoorDash still, too. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so I work too. I usually work most every day, but I took the last few days off because of my wife's birthday and whatnot. And I needed a little bit of a break. Yeah, I just answered him. I must be lagging. No secret there. No surprise. I did have that bigger plan on Viasat, but I had to cut it back down because my wife's getting the Part B on Medicaid now, and for us to be able to, we gotta pay for it. So it's a lot of money. So I had to cut the package back down to the original one I had. I shouldn't be. They just reloaded my data, so I should have plenty. The last I checked yesterday, I think I've only used like 4 or 5 gigs out of the 60, whatever it is. Of course, I don't have it set for 720 either. I got it set for 480, so that's good enough for viewing anyway. To see my old ugly butt. I kind of hoped maybe Ariana or Cadence might pop in, but I guess not. And Nancy, you weren't here unless you were listening. Trinity can't make because she's got manager training in the morning. Now it's only showing two again. See, there's Ken, Nancy, Kirsten, Jennifer. Should be four. It bounces from two to three. I don't know why it's not adding the other one. Don't make no sense. I know I can log in my wife's account. That'll help because that's on a separate internet, so that won't matter. Yeah, I got her logged in now. There's supposed to be some new features in here that you guys should see. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I don't know. Haven't tried. I see. I know I can do new layouts. No idea what. That looks kind of silly. Don't like that one. Yeah, we've had a lot of storms and a lot of rain, and the tropics are going to be wild this year. We got record heat down here and everywhere else, I guess, in the country. About 7 seconds lag by the looks. I know you can cut stuff here. You can do all kinds of stuff. Or you can get a clip off this and whatever. Huh. Weird. You can even filter the spam. There's a little, looks like a little equalizer up there now, up by chat where you can filter spam. That's new. I typed that myself. I got my wife logged in just to see if it would increase the count, but it doesn't seem to be. Don't seem to be amounting to a thing. Yeah, YouTube needs to do something about fixing the count because I noticed on a lot of my lives, the count is normally short from what it's supposed to be. I did make a couple of shorts tonight out of some other videos I had, but I'm not getting any response from them at all. Not surprised. I think there's like there's four kind of depressions or something down out in the ocean in the Caribbeans now, but they say they're not going to turn into anything drastic or nothing major yet. But they say this is probably going to be a really bad year for hurricanes, worse than normal. Oh, you got a gifted membership? Well, congratulations. I probably couldn't give my memberships away. I'm down to 3 now. I beg people to get them, but oh well. Yeah, rethink this whole thing, I guess. If I wouldn't lose my channel being monetized, I thought about scrapping every video I got and starting all over again. But then I'd lose my monetization. I'd have to start all over again. I told you, Francis is not here, Ken. That's me. I logged her in with my other phone out here. She's not here. She probably never will be here. She doesn't care about my YouTube channel at all. She prefers sitting in her chair reading her books day and night. Has her face glued to that phone every day. I don't know how she can stand it. If I could afford it, I would turn this into a scratch channel if I could afford it. But I know I can't. Oh, we're showing 5 members now. Maybe somebody else popped in. Or it's counting me now. It does that sometimes too. It'll count me. I did send a text to, I think it was Janet or Janice, something like that. She's the one that watched that last live video I did. I would like to do another live video if if the connection is good enough. But I'd probably have to wait till I can boost up this the speed on this thing again, which would be a while most likely. Of course, nothing stops me from putting up a video I've done already and putting up on the live here too. But I don't know. I'm not sure if that would come in any better or not. Probably not. It would be better to upload to YouTube and then it'll be right. It would be, faster. And you get at least 720. There's a new program out like StreamYard called EV Mux or something like that. It's pretty good. It actually allows you to do your lives in 1080p, but they want quite a bit of money for that too. Hey, Caitlin, you made it. You must have just got home. How are you doing? No, I don't, Ken. I had to downgrade it back to the original one. It was too much money. I was just saying that. Caitlin, you need to get your boyfriend logged in here too. You got to subscribe first, I guess. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Although the internet I had before, I know is a little bit better according to you guys, but it still wasn't that great. It definitely wasn't as good as when I had DSL. I wish they'd just get DSL here or something, or Uverse or something. But God only knows when that's going to happen, if ever. Although I'm using my wife's phone and the image looks pretty clear. Does it look clear to you guys, or am I just seeing things? It definitely looks clearer to me. But I'm not sure what the phone's running at here. Let me see. Shoot, I'm already running at 240. Let me bring it up to 720. Yeah, it seems to be handling it for the time being, anyway. It looks pretty clear to me. Does it look clear to you guys, or is it laggy, or is it clear? My phone shows it clear, but that doesn't mean anything. It depends on what you guys are seeing. And nobody's answering me. Everyone fell asleep. No, modems were the first internet. We used a modem. Then went from a modem. Then you could get ISDN, which wasn't too bad. Then DSL and cable. But DSL is not a company name. It's just the speed of it. It looks good to you. Nice and clear. Well, that's good. It looks clear on my phone, but I'm not going by just my phone. But I should be able to because it's a different internet connection. So, it should be accurate. Yeah, Caitlin, you got to get Jacob signed up. Recon will probably show up about 10 minutes before we log off. I'm okay, Caitlin. How are you doing? Yeah, just tell Jacob to look up Kim Casta Art on YouTube and then subscribe, and then he can get the notices. I think I actually friended him on Facebook. I'm not sure, but I think I did. Uncle Mark was over here last night, and uh, too bad Jacob wasn't around. He was Mark and I were jamming on the guitars. Mark brought a guitar over, an acoustic. Yeah, I bet you are tired. You have a granddaughter. Congratulations, Ken. Well, I'm getting ready to have another great granddaughter and another great grandson. Trinity's going to have a little boy, and Michaela's going to have a little girl. So I'll have two more great grandchildren. I think that'll bring the count up to about 18 or 19 grandkids. I guess Trinity will be in management training for probably a couple of weeks there at Waffle House, most likely, which is good because I know she wants to move down here at some point and she could get a transfer. She's smart getting management training up there and becoming a manager there so she can transfer and she would make better money. Did Caitlin, did your mother post the video to you or send you the video of Ezra giving his nana a birthday present? She did film it, so I expect that she sent it to you. Jennifer, did you send it to Caitlin? I kind of thought she might put it on Facebook, but I didn't know if she would or not. Well, tell her to send it to you. She's got it. It was cute. It was cute. I got some red acrylic paint in here yesterday, and Nancy helped me, and we watered it down some and got his handprint in it, so he could put his handprint on our birthday card. And then on the envelope, Nancy got his thumb and made a heart. Just put two little swishers and made a heart with his finger, his thumb. So Nana got those. And I got her a necklace from him. It has a saying on it about Nana's, how much she loves her and all that stuff. I don't remember the exact phrase of it, but she can show it to you when you next time you come over. Have Nina show it to you. It was cute though. Yeah, you mean like on the back of the picture? You mean you don't want it in the front of the picture because the front of the picture would part of the picture would fall apart. I've got a good picture of them now. I've been meaning to print some for you, wallet size ones that you can give out. That come out really good of him. It'll be perfect. I just need to get it on the computer here so I can print them. Yeah, it's a good keepsake having the print of his handprints and stuff like that. When he gets older, you'll have them. I think Nana's got them of a lot of our kids, even your mother. I think somewhere in the file cabinet. I think she keeps all that stuff. And that card she got from Ezra, I'm sure she will treasure that. She'll keep that. When the grandkids give her cards, she normally always keeps them. We got a crap load of them somewhere. Yeah, I'm definitely lagging. I just watched myself take a drink on the phone, and that was a little while ago, about 7 8 seconds ago, I guess. Anybody hear me okay, or do I need to turn the mic up more? Or am I too loud? I think I have it set on auto volume. But I know in the past I've had to turn it up before. I was hoping maybe Wesley or Christina would jump on too, but I guess they're probably busy in the military. You hear me good? Okay. And I've been actually talking louder than I normally do. I probably don't need to talk so loud. That's a good mic I got here, so that shouldn't be a problem. And this newer camera here, the camera works good. Well, that's good, Ken. I'm glad it's all working good. This camera even has a light on the front of it, but I don't like it because it's kind of bright. That's the Razor camera. I got it used, but the guy barely used it. And they're pretty pricey too. I like it though. It's a good camera. It doesn't do any crap over the video or nothing like that. One of my other cameras does that. And it was supposed to be a really good one too. The Ever Media was supposed to be a good camera. Like the only cheap one I got was the very first one I used with the lives, and that was a 720p, but it was an HP. Um, no, it was a Logitech 270. It worked okay. It worked. It worked good enough. I had DSL then. It worked fine, but not as good as these other ones. I got better cameras as I went along here. And the Logitech 920 was supposed to be a really good camera, and that one just died. I don't know what happened to that one. It just died, and I didn't have it very long. Oh, you just want a picture of his handprints? I missed that, Caitlin. Well, I guess we could have to arrange to do that sometime. Just have to have a bunch of water handy so we can wash the paint off. I'll use acrylic paint, but it's water soluble. It washes easy. We wash his hands easier from when he did the card. He even do his footprints. But Recon must be running really late tonight. It's almost 10 after. Like I said, he'll get here right at the very end, most likely. The It'd be a good time to trace Ezra's head too on a piece of paper. Trace his head, his nose, his chin, and all that stuff. That's always cute to have too. There's no battery in that camera. It's USB. USB don't need batteries. Now we got 7, so Recon might be on now. Is that you on Recon? There he is. I figured it was. He says it's gonna be late for sure. How's it going, buddy? Been a long time. Of course, I've already explained this to everybody else, but you weren't here. But I've been hanging lives for quite a while. Of been a little bit depressed about the live turnouts and the fact I can't get anybody to get memberships or anything and stuff like that. And hey, Doc, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. And plus, I did about 7 commissions, I think, since I did the last live. So I was making money for a change. How's it going, Doc? Just real busy between working DoorDash and doing them painting commissions one after another. I think I did 4 dogs in a row. And of course I did Acacia before that, my granddaughter. And then I did one of my great grandsons recently too. And I just finished one of Nancy, my daughter Nancy. And 2 days ago is my wife's birthday, so we had that going on this week too. But I took a few days off. It's the first time I've taken 3 days off in a long, long time, over a year and a half, something like that. Year. Or close to a year. I mean, I was even working every weekend, Saturday and Sunday both. Of course, I don't work full time either. I work a few hours a day usually. Sometimes I do 4 or 5, but my doctor told me he don't want me doing any days. He don't want me to work at all. I said, well, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta pay the bills no matter what. And you gotta eat. I'm surprised the video looks as clear as it does. You gotta got one hell of a good connection tonight. Man, you have more trouble with cars than Carter's got liver pills, Recon. Seems to be almost an everyday occurrence for you. Me, Ken, I'm 67, old. I'm really old, but I think Recon looks older than I am. You do too, Ken. I bet you look older than me too. Actually, when I'm cleaned up, I'm dressed really nice and whatever, and my hair is cut and combed and whatever, people normally seem to think I'm like in my late 40s. I've had some people thought I was like 44, 45 even. With all the repairs you've done, Recon, you might as well have just bought a new car and been done with it. Then let the warranty deal with it. That's why I stuck with a Toyota. I know it's not an American car, but I got a deal where they give me a 4 year warranty on it. 4 years. They do all the maintenance too for 4 years. I just bring the car there and they change the oil, rotate the tires, and check all the fluids and check everything on the whole dang car for 4 years. And I still got like another 2 years left on that warranty. In fact, I used it too with the battery. My battery died on me when I was doing DoorDash one day, and that was like 6 or 8 months ago. And I called them. They said bring it in, and they put a, a better battery in than the original, a way more expensive one, for free. And that battery was probably $250 at least. Didn't cost me a dime. Yeah, I guess I'm way older than you are, then, Ken. I turned 67 May 31st. I almost did it live on my birthday, but I didn't. In fact, I don't remember how long it's been since I did one. It's been a month and a half, 2 months, or something like that. Well, well, I mean, I've had a lot of used vehicles too, but I learned a long time ago, unless you're like really lucky, when you buy a used vehicle, you're buying the problems they already had. And they're not going to tell you what the problems were, most likely, but they show up fairly soon after you buy it. And I bought a lot of used vehicles in my time. And I don't remember ever buying one used vehicle that didn't have to put money in it. I don't know how many people swore up and down there wasn't a thing wrong with the car. It was perfect. They'd drive it to California tomorrow. I'd drive it one city over and it'd break down. But I used to do all my own mechanic work too when I was younger, before the cars got all computerized and all that crap. So I used to always keep a good sized toolbox of tools in the car and everything else I might need to fix it. I broke down somewhere when we was coming down from New Hampshire to Florida once, and that's right. Your birthday the same day as mine. Kind of forgot. When we drove down from New Hampshire, I broke down in Savannah, Georgia, late at night. It was like in the middle of the night. My alternator went, and of course the battery on the older cars would keep you going for a while until the battery died. I made it to the service station, all night service station. There was a young guy there, nice guy. He saw I had a wife and a bunch of little kids. All my kids were young then. They were mostly sleeping. And so I ended up pulling my alternator out. And luckily, they did repairs at that gas station too. So they actually had a barrel with a bunch of alternators in it, bunch of them. I ended up taking several alternators out of that barrel. The guy let me do it. Took them all apart and made a good working alternator and put it back in my car. Didn't charge me a dime because they were junk anyway. They were going to junk them. And so I made an alternator out of 3 different alternators, and it worked and got us the rest of the way to Florida. Yeah, some of the Toyotas are like that. Recon. I think the Camry was that way. I'm not sure if it was Camry or another car I had. I know I had a car that you had to get up underneath it to put the battery in. It was a real pain in the butt. Take the tire off. Now we got the Toyota Corolla now, and you don't have to do that. Thank God, the battery's right there. I think it might have been the Camry. I think there's posts up there you could actually jump it with, but the battery itself was further down. A real pain in the butt to change it, for sure. Not something you want to even change on the side of the road. Battery shouldn't be that big of a deal to exchange. The person that dreamt that idea up to have to take a tire off and shit is mental. That was the dumbest thing they ever did. I gotta tell you, I've had at least 5 new Toyotas. Yeah, I think 5 of them over all the years. And Never had a problem with the engines at all, ever, ever. And I just made sure their oil was changed and their tires were rotated and did the maintenance on them, and never had a problem. The biggest problem I had was like recently, like I said, the battery went bad, and that was it. But all them cars didn't have a problem with them at all, none. They've got a good, strong engine, that's for sure. Them Toyota engines will, as long as you maintain them and change the oil and all that stuff, they'll run forever. They're good for 200 or 300,000 miles, probably easily. My best friend, his brother has, I think it's a '80s model Toyota Camry. He bought it new. He's still driving it. It's got almost, I guess, got 300,000 miles on it. He maintains it. He never has a problem with it. I mean, I think over all those years, he's probably replaced one or two little things in it, but nothing major at all. Tires, and maintenance stuff. Wow, man, you have more problems than Carter's got liver pills. It seems like you had an internet problem before, and you probably got better internet than I do. At least you ain't got Viasat. Doc, you still around, buddy? How's the construction business? He probably already left. He don't stay around too long usually. He must go from chat to chat, saying hello to everybody, and zips around. Ah, yeah, I've had to do that before. In fact, I was dashing the other day and I made the mistake of it. It's been really hot in Florida. I mean, it's been over 100 a lot. And I was dashing and left my phone in the car. And the inside of the car heats up really fast if you're out for quite a while. I left the phone in the car on and did some shopping in a store. I just paused my dasher, so I wasn't actually on duty. I paused it, but I left the phone on in the car, and it automatically shut down some apps because it was overheating. And I think I had to clear out the cache on it not too long ago too. The cache kind of just built up a lot, so I deleted all the excess cache stuff. I was having a problem with mine too. No, I haven't heard from Minnie in months. Months. Probably never will anymore. She's probably moved on to somewhere else. Now mine, for some reason, my SIM card went to hell on me. It work for a while, and then it would say no SIM card. Then I'd finally get to work for a while, and then no SIM card, and it just got be a real pain in the butt. Got where I was working less and less all the time, and I couldn't DoorDash with it like that. So I finally had to replace the SIM card and get a hold of the phone company to connect that new SIM card to it, and that solved the problem finally. When I cleaned that other one, I don't know how many times. Excuse me. Well, she might, but I don't expect her to. I think she's moved on to whatever she's more interested in and stuff. Probably not enough people in here to keep her here because I know she likes to chat and whatever to people, and we don't have a big crowd here at all. They ain't like Brad's. Brad would have anywhere from 25 to 50 or 60 people or so. So there's a lot more people talking and whatever, and more people that she knew. I wish her the best though. If she watches, I have no idea if she even watches the videos anymore. I have no idea. Used to be if she watched one, a lot of times she'd leave a comment, but I haven't seen a comment from her in quite some time. Yeah, I've done about 6 or 7 of them that paid. Yeah, commissions. I've done more commission work this last year than I have in a long, long time. Oh, I did a race car also. So it's like 8 of them, I guess. I'll see if I can find it for you. Can show you the race car one I did. It was a lot of work. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. I may have to send it to my phone. Or my address or whatever. Let me see. Where is it? My cousin's husband is a race car driver. His name is Fred Tiggs. Tigges. He's been racing for forever. He's won a lot of races too. He's been Daytona 500 and up in Massachusetts and all over the country. He's been everywhere. But he's got some really nice cars for sure. Give me just a second and I'll put it up here. Jennifer was on here, Recon. I don't know if she's still here or not, but she didn't say goodbye. But I'm assuming she's still on. I'm not. Maybe she's getting the baby to bed. I don't know. But she was on. She's doing okay. Let me see. From with. Kirsten was here earlier. Yeah. Good night, Nancy. Good night, Kirsten. There you go. That's the painting I just did of the race car. Those trees took me a day and a half to do, just them trees. But it came out real good, though. It took me about a week to do it. That was also a commission. Yeah, that was a lot of work. I sent it to her already. She finally got it there and in Massachusetts and hung it up in their sporting office, I guess, racing office. But I did that painting there in acrylic, not in oil. I did that using a glazing technique. There's probably 20 layers of paint on that painting. A funny car. What's funny about it? Looks just like a lot of the other race cars I've seen. Although he has other ones too. That's not the only one he's got. And he actually has different bodies to put on it too. You can pop the body off and put another body on it. Thanks, Ken. It's supposed to look real. That's realistic painting. I spent a lot of time on it because it's from my cousin's husband, and I'm thinking, if it's being his office and other people that will see it, they might want me to paint one for them. Is that what it's called? The funny car? I don't know. I know the rat. He just won a race about 2 weeks ago, and he did. He took first place at 267 miles an hour in 6 seconds. I don't know much about racing. I've only seen a couple races in my life when I was a lot younger. My best friend liked to go to the demolition derby. We went to that, I think, twice, just for the fun of it. And then we went to one that was just a small town racetrack, nothing to it. Oh yeah, I saw the motor on that thing. That motor is incredible. It's just wow. That thing must cost a fortune. I bet that motor cost $10,000, if not more. Who knows? I know he's been doing it for a long, long time. 30, 40 years or something like that. Since he was pretty young. Like I said, that's not his only race car. He has other ones too. I know he's been to Daytona. I know he's been to the Gainesville track here in Florida and the Bronson Speedway and a bunch of them. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. That's a lot of money sitting right there. And I wouldn't want to buy them tires. I hear they're pretty expensive. And I'm sure they go through tires like crazy. Yeah, I wouldn't be a bit surprised that it costs outrageous amounts of money. That's an expensive hobby. So you better be winning. And you better get some good promoters. I'm surprised Velvet didn't come on tonight. Huh? That's strange. Well, guys, it's been a little over an hour. I guess I'm gonna head on out of here, guys. I gotta get up and go to work in the morning. So we'll catch you guys later. Recon Ken, it's great talking with you guys. I think we're the only ones left anyway. I think everybody's gone already. So you guys have a good night, and we'll catch you later. I hear you. I hear you. I'm not supposed to be working, but I do every day. My doctor has a fit about me working, especially doing DoorDash. Like I told him, there ain't no gift horse giving me money. I have to do something. Social Security ain't enough. I know they're expensive tires for sure. All right, you guys, Ken, Recon, we'll catch you all later. Hopefully, we'll get one sooner than the last one, sooner than this one the next time. But gotta find a way to get more people in here. I know that much. So I even did a podcast. I turned one of the videos into a podcast. So I had a few views on it anyway. Do something with it. But anyway, y'all have a good night. Take care. God bless, and we'll catch you the next time. Good night, guys.